All right, this is Frank Salinas here, and today I want to talk about putting your mask on first. So there's this thing, you've all been on an airline before where they tell you, when the mask comes down for oxygen, make sure you put yours on first before you help your passengers, your children, etc. And the reason why that is you might be at 35,000 feet, right? And again, I'm no scientist or anything like that. At that level, the oxygen levels are not as high as they are when you're lower to the ground. So this thing called hypoxia can kick in if you start losing oxygen. And if you are worried about your kids first and you're at 35,000 feet, you can start losing your mental faculties, and next thing you know, at a certain level you can die. So if you're trying to help your kids first and you're at 35,000 feet and you're trying to get them going, and it can be a matter of seconds, next thing you know, you're passed out, no one's going to worry about your kids, and next thing you know, you're done, right? So with that being said, in life it's the same way. You can't take care of your kids and the well-being of your family if you're not putting yourself first, okay? Let's say you're in a relationship, and whether you're the woman or you're the man, etc., and one of the people in the relationship is abusive, verbally, mentally, physically, hurting you, doing just crazy stuff. Listen, you got to think about your mask and taking care of you first, okay? And I know human nature, we want to stick together, we want to keep the family together, things like that, and we want to portray this image. But listen, if you're in a relationship where one of the people of the relationship is a jerk and they're mean and they're hateful and they're hurtful and they're doing stuff, you have to think about that and put your mask on first. You got to take care of you. You got to do whatever it takes, whether that's restraining order, whether that's moving, whether that's slowly but surely distancing yourself from them. You have to remember, you have to put your mask on first, especially if you have a family, because guess what? Who's going to be there for your family if you're not taking care of you? If you end up in the hospital, if you end up dead, if you end up getting hurt, who's going to take care of your kids? So that is why you need to take care of you first, and you need to not worry about what the world thinks. If you know in your gut something ain't right here, then you have to do something. I say this a lot in my videos. The cavalry ain't coming. And I remember now who I heard that from. It was Chris Gardner, the movie that The Pursuit of Happiness was made about. Okay, he says the cavalry ain't coming. So you have to understand, you have to do something about your situation. If you're in a place right now that is not good for you, do something about it. If you got something going on in life and it ain't working, you got to remember that you got to put your mask on first. I know we got to sow good seeds and do good things for people, but you got to take care of number one first, and number one is you. Hopefully this wakes somebody up. Listen, take care of you first. Put your mask on first. Look around. Become aware. That's one thing I see that a lot of people lack nowadays is self-awareness. Look at your situation as if you are a third party looking at you, right? Les Brown says we can't see the picture when we're in the frame, and that's so true. Sometimes we're so caught up in our own stuff that we don't realize that we have the power to do something, okay? So you're not alone, you're not helpless, you can do something, but the first step is you becoming aware that you have that power and you taking the first steps to move forward to improve your situation. So with that being said, hopefully this helps somebody. Keep pushing, never give up, never stop improving, and always sow good seeds. We'll see you in the next one.